Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is ExxotikGaming and welcome back to another Pixel Gun 3D video. I'm glad you clicked on this video because you're in for a treat. For in today's video, we'll be taking a look at one of the rarest weapons in Pixel Gun 3D history, the Soulstone. I am so freaking excited, and I hope you are too. What I would like everyone to do right now is to slam that like button down below if you want to get the Soulstone yourself. Comment which gun you want to see me review next, turn on notifications for the next upload, which, by the way, later today will be on the Void Ray rifle, and subscribe if you are new. So yeah, let's do this. Heading over to the heavy section in the armory, we can see that this Soulstone right here, right towards the very end, has a very strong resemblance to another very powerful weapon in the heavy section that we all know too well. If we scroll up higher towards the top of the heavy section, it's called the Ghost Lantern. Now, I actually have the gold skin currently equipped for my Ghost Lantern, but this thing is normally a dark purple monstrosity of a gun. It's this little lantern that shoots out these massive ghosts with a huge hitbox that go through walls and are a one-shot kill regardless where you hit on the body. And they actually released another one just like it. So we have the Soulstone now. It's like a different reskinned version of the Ghost Lantern that actually has slightly better stats with a 25 efficiency, 15 firing rates, 1 capacity, and a 10 weight. It has single shots, it has a very slow firing rate, and this thing obviously goes right through walls. Now, if I miss anything in this review, you can literally check out my Ghost Lantern review I did back in 2016 because this is basically the same thing as the Ghost Lantern, except it might even be slightly more powerful. We're gonna go jump into Pool Party here, and you guys will see right from the very beginning, people will not be able to handle the mighty Soulstone. That guy right there didn't even know what hit him. I was just running at him with a little thing in my hand, and then bam, this monstrosity of a pink ghost type thing just came out of nowhere and destroyed him. Now, this is one of those types of weapons that can take multiple people out with one single shot, because this thing goes through walls, it goes through multiple players, and you can get like 4 to 5 people at one time with one shot if you're lucky in a map like Silent School. You take this thing into that map, you shoot down that main hallway, everybody will die. It is practically impossible to escape the huge pink ghost of the Soulstone. It sounds scary, but I gotta say, it looks really cool. The little pink ghosts are a really cool looking design, and you guys can actually see other people using the regular Ghost Lantern versus me using my Soulstone right now, and you can kind of see between the two how they differ. Now, like I said, this thing might slightly be a little bit better than the regular Ghost Lantern, and that's because actually some of the stats are a little bit better. Like the weight is actually at 10 versus the Ghost Lantern's weight being at 11. So the numbers are slightly better with the Ghost Lantern. I mean, not with the Ghost Lantern, with the Soulstone, but that's kind of what you would expect. This is one of those weapons you get from the clan chests, and you do have to spend quite a bit of money or play the game for a very long time until you're actually able to get this weapon. It is easier to get this weapon than some of the other weapons in Pixel Gun 3D that are in like the Mythical section, like maybe the Excalibur and the Eraser. I don't exactly know how that's the case. This is basically one of the most powerful weapons from this update, yet it's easier to get than some of the other ones, but it's definitely something that you're going to have to work towards getting. A lot of the people always ask, is this weapon worth the money spent in order to actually get it? And I always say no. That's the same with basically every weapon from this update. Some of these weapons cost a lot of money in medals, and you can get all of them for free, so just play the game, earn the medals, and you will eventually get this weapon. Everybody watching this video right now can potentially win the Soulstone from the chests as long as they play the game enough. I gotta say though, it looks really cool, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. My biggest complaint with this weapon though is the same complaint that I've had with the Ghost Lantern in the past that you guys have heard me say all too many times. It's the fact that this is just ridiculously overpowered. And it's one of those types of weapons that doesn't really require any skill when using. I mean, the size of the ghost is just so massive. You shoot it into one of the narrow hallways, it's basically going to take up that entire hallway, and no one can escape that ghost. It does, I shouldn't say it requires no skill, it requires very minimal skill. There are other weapons that do require no skill. This one does require very minimal skill. And I'm not really a type of person that really likes that. You're not going to see me using this weapon, despite how powerful it is, using this off camera because it's not a lot of fun. If you're watching this video right now and you're just like, hey, I like weapons that are fun in Pixel Gun 3D, you're probably not really going to find that with this weapon. Now, of course, there are exceptions. There are going to be those people that are like, oh my god, the Ghost Lantern is the most fun weapon in the entire game. But most people wouldn't say that. I think most people who are watching this would probably agree that if something like the Amanita or the Hitman pistol, as it's now called, was more powerful, they would really enjoy using that. But the fact of the matter is a lot of those are underpowered and people are just like, well, I want to get good gameplay, so I'm just going to use something like the Ghost Lantern or the Soulstone in this case. So if you really want to get good gameplay, you're going to find it with this weapon. But if you want to have fun gameplay, you're not really going to find that with the Soulstone. Now, I don't know. There are going to be those few people that are watching this video that are purely playing Pixel Gun 3D to be number one. They don't even have fun playing the game, and they just want to be number one all the time, every time. That's not really a good way to play this game. This is supposed to just be a fun game. Holy moly, triple kill just then. This is just supposed to be a fun game where, you know, you just play casually, and if you win, you win. You lose, you lose. It doesn't really matter. And this is one of those weapons that you really shouldn't use too much if you're playing in that respect. It's one of those weapons that's going to annoy a lot of the other players in the matches that you go into. You might actually see throughout this video, there may even be people in the chat that might actually start complaining about the Soulstone because it's one of those things that you can't really avoid. You can't really avoid the Soulstone's gigantic pink ghost because it's just so big and so just massive that it just destroys everything. I mean, as you all could see, 26 kills in that match there. And that's kind of average. That's not even like better than normal. That's just like average, like casual gaming type of thing where I'm commentating while I'm playing. So keep that in mind. A lot of the people watching this are even going to do better. And I think if I had this on my iPhone, I would probably even do better because I'm using this on my Android that I'm not too good at. And even me being a player that's not very good at this game, I'm still able to do that well on my Android with the Soulstone. So overall, if I was to rate this weapon between 1 and 10, this weapon's got a 10, guys. It's basically one of the best weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. Of course, it's overpowered, but if you're looking at the top 10 best weapons in this game, well, this is going to be in that top 10, potentially in the top 3. It's kind of difficult. I mean, do you rank the Ghost Lantern and the Soulstone the same because they're almost the same weapon? I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know which one is better, and I might actually do a comparison between the two to see which one really is better, but who really knows? It's really up to actually a more in-depth explanation before we actually do that. I'm having a bit of problems trying to join a match here. For some reason, that glitch is still apparent. I'm hoping in the next update they fix that. Maybe we can go into Silent School. Let's go see if Silent School actually works. I believe the password for this match was 2, but yeah, guys, Soulstone, you can get some fantastic gameplay when you use, okay, incorrect password, that's weird, when you use this weapon in the matches that you go into. Silent School, Pool Party, Coliseum, you keep this weapon in those maps, you are going to do well. It is a guarantee. But then again, like I said, don't waste your money on this weapon. It's not going to be worth the price that you would spend getting this weapon from that clan chest. You're just going to play the game, earn the medals, and eventually, over time, unlock enough parts to craft this thing in the crafting section. And everybody's probably like, oh my god, but I don't want to wait. Are you really going to spend all that money, or are you just going to wait a couple of months? I'd be waiting a couple of months before I spend like 15, 20 bucks in this game just to get one single weapon that's exactly the same as the Ghost Lantern. It's not worth it. It's not that much different from the Ghost Lantern. And everybody that's watching this that actually spends money on this game and they don't really want to play to actually earn this, you're going to get the same gameplay with the Soulstone as you would with the Ghost Lantern. They're basically the same thing. They're both ridiculously overpowered, and they both get the job done very, very well. I mean, I gotta say, out of looks, if I was to rate this thing between 1 and 10 in terms of looks, this thing is probably at least an 8 in my books. It's a really cool looking weapon. It's just, I wish it was a little bit more balanced. That's really what it comes down to. If this thing was more balanced, this is one of those things that looks cool, and I would definitely be using it a lot more. If this thing was maybe a 2-shot kill, oh boy, you'd be seeing me using this thing a lot, because this thing would actually be a lot of fun. Now, this weapon will literally destroy even a mech. I was testing this out earlier before I was recording this video, and I went directly through a mech and the player that was having it. So, a lot of the weapons, if I can break this little statement down, a lot of the weapons in Pixel Gun 3D will destroy the mech first, and then there's the player underneath it, and then they destroy the player. So maybe you use something like the anti-hero rifle, you headshot the mech, bam, the mech is destroyed, then you headshot the player that's underneath the mech. With the Soulstone, you don't even need to do that, and that's, I guess, the same with the Ghost Lantern. You just one-shot the mech, and you destroy the mech and the player. Holy moly, another triple kill. God dang, man. You just destroy everything. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at this, guys. This hallway in Silent School, fantastic. This is the optimal place to use the Soulstone. You just shoot it down the hallway, you run away like I did there, and you watch as you get kill after kill after kill after kill, as long as there's people in the hallway. Unfortunately, that last shot there wasn't anybody in the hallway. Maybe this time I'm actually going to get somebody who really knows. It's really all a guessing game, and it's kinda, you hope that you hit somebody when you go shoot down that hallway. Another thing is, the blasts will keep going over even after you die. So the thing is, you might end up shooting your little Ghost Lantern, or your Soulstone, sorry, down that length of the hallway. You may die immediately after you shoot it, but it can still kill people. And even after you respawn, the thing you shot before you died will still end up killing people. And you can get some really interesting kills because of that. It's very, very interesting. Now, I have to say, like I said, very similar to the Ghost Lantern. I really wish they maybe gave, like, a different stat to this thing. Kind of like with some of the other weapons from this update. I've noticed with some of the other weapons, they look the same as other weapons from past updates, but they have different stats that make them a little more unique. With this weapon, it's basically exactly the same as the Ghost Lantern, so you're really not getting much of a difference here. Really, it's all about the design and the color, and hey, if you're watching this and you're just like, hey, I want to have a different weapon for a different occasion, you might want to get that with the Soulstone, and then with the Ghost Lantern. You have the Ghost Lantern for the darker maps. Maybe Silent School, the Ghost Lantern works a little bit better. But then with this weapon, it's going to work better in some of the lighter maps, like Pool Party, maybe Coliseum, something like that, or Paradise Resort, maybe the cooler and lighter maps in Pixel Gun 3D. But overall, that's basically it. I don't really have much else I need to say. Like I said, 10 out of 10 weapon, basically the best weapon you can get in Pixel Gun 3D. I think the gameplay has shown that very, very well, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you guys did enjoy the amount of kills I've gotten in this video. I tried my hardest. Like I said, I am playing this on my Android, so it is a little bit iffy at times, but hopefully it was good enough to suit your guys' needs. I would really appreciate it a lot if everybody watching this left a like down below. It really means a lot. It lets me know you guys want to continue seeing videos posted on my YouTube channel, and it lets me know you guys want to continue seeing reviews. I have already reviewed a couple of other weapons from this update actually, and from the past updates obviously. I have an entire playlist on my channel with about 180 weapon reviews on it now, and I have reviewed most of the weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. Some of them removed, some of them from this update. I've reviewed the Eraser, I've reviewed the Frozen Dragon, and I have reviewed the Excalibur as of right now. And then, like I said in the beginning of this video, right after this video is posted, I'm going to be posting the Void Ray rifle review, and you guys definitely want to go check that out when that is posted. I also just posted a Minecraft survival video right before this, and I don't know, maybe you guys like Minecraft. I'll link it down below in the top of the description alongside some of my other reviews. You guys can go check that out. I would really appreciate it a lot, and make sure to check out the YouTuber JustSpawn and the YouTuber CytroDron for their help with this video. I've shouted them out in all of my past videos from this update, and I guess just shouting them out again, they were the reason why this video is possible. So yeah, guys, make sure to check out the videos down below in the description. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Stay tuned for the next video that's going to be posted very soon, and that's basically it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all, the Tingo Skra, and I'll see you all in the next episode.